Hello all my yarny friends, I'm Sara Sach and welcome back to my crochet channel. Now today's video we're going to make a school spirit headband and ear warmer. It's about 4 inches thick and the headband itself measures about 20 inches around, but will fit up to about a 24-inch head because it's very stretchy. But also, you can adjust this. It's super easy in multiples of 2 if you want to make it longer or shorter. All right? And you can find all that information on the blog. And I always put that pattern written out there for you with pictures on the blog. And you can find that blog link down in the notes underneath this video. Now, this headband is one of 3 that I'm doing for our back to school projects, and there's going to be 3. This is the headband ear warmer. We're also going to do a beanie that has 4 sizes, and then we're also going to do another item, probably a scarf or cowl that will go along with it. We're still designing that one, and that one will be probably next week. All right, so this is our school spirit headband and ear warmer. One of the things that we wanted to do was make it so that you could do your school colors in this headband. You can mix and match your colors, but also it's just a great back to school headband. You don't have to make it in your school colors. If your favorite colors are pink and yellow, make it in pink and yellow. It's just a super easy project. To make your school spirit headband or ear warmer, you're going to need about 1 ounce of your main color, about 1/2 ounce of your second and third colors. And that's more than you need. I always like to round up. So basically you're going to need about 2 ounces in total. And we're using medium weight number 4 acrylic yarns. The blue on this one is I Love This Yarn. The cranberry is Red Heart with Love, and the white is Red Heart Super Saver. I'm going to be doing gray for my main color, and this is Red Heart with Love. This light blue is I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby, and the white is the Red Heart Super Saver. And I'm going to be doing gray, the blue in here, and then white like I did on here. But of course, you can mix and match your colors however you want to. You could even do 5 different colors, whatever that you want to do to make your headband or ear warmer. They make great gifts. And just a note, if you do like market sales or craft sales, making things in your school colors or favorite team colors are great sellers. Just a side note. We're going to be stitching today with our H hook, which is a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. You need a needle just for weaving in ends, and then your scissors. So what makes our headband so stretchy is because we're going to begin with foundation double crochets. Make our slip knot and chain 4. We're going to yarn over, go in that 4th chain from the hook and pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and only go through the first loop. We've made our chain. Now we're going to finish our double crochet. Yarn over, go through the next 2, yarn over and go through the next 2. Yarn over, go in that chain that we made and pull up a loop. Yarn over, only go through that first. Then we'll finish our double crochet. And that makes a nice stretchy band on our headband or ear warmer. Now we're going to need 60 foundation double crochets. This chain 3 that we skipped because we started in the 4th chain from the hook, make sure you count that as your first stitch. All right, so we're going to stitch a total of 60 foundation double crochets. And again, count that beginning chain 3 as your first foundation double crochet. And this is going to give us a really nice stretchy band. I have stitched 60 foundation double crochets, and remember to count your first chain 3 as your first foundation double crochet. Now we're going to join this into a circle by joining to that chain 3 with a slip stitch and chain 3. Make sure you did not twist your band or you'll have a twist in your headband. Alright, so one thing you'll notice when you're doing a foundation double crochet row is that you have a gap here. So what you do is you take your needle. You can do this now. You can do this now or you can do it later. We're going to just stitch this together. So that you don't have a hole or a gap. Make sure you go through stitches and not just holes and weave that in. So now I don't have a gap. So now we're going to begin stitching our front post stitches. All right, so our chain 3 counts is our first double crochet. We're going to stitch a front post double crochet in the next stitch. And that means we're going to go around the post of the stitch and not up here where we usually stitch. So we'll go around that post and stitch a double crochet. And then the next stitch, we'll stitch a regular double crochet. And so what we're doing for row 2 is alternating front post double crochet and a regular double crochet. And this is going to make that nice stretchy band for our headband or ear warmer. Front post double crochet, regular double crochet, front post double crochet, regular double crochet. And so we'll continue to alternate this, working all the way around our headband. And you can already see how it makes that nice stretchy band. Continue to repeat all the way around and we'll join back to our chain 3. So I repeated that all the way around, alternating front post and regular double crochets. So you're going to have still 60 stitches, 30 front post double crochets and 30 regular double crochets. Your last stitch is a front post, and so you're going to join to the chain 3 with a slip stitch and chain 3. And so for row 3, we're just going to repeat what we did on row 2. We're going to front post in the front post, double crochet in the double crochet, front post in the front post, and double crochet in the double crochet. And again, this is going to give us a really nice stretchy band, and it's going to stay put on our head. See how that looks? I'm going to turn it so you can see the edge there. All right, so we'll continue working this around, stitching a front post in each of the front posts and a regular double crochet in each of the regular double crochets. All the way around and join back to our first chain 3. So I completed row 3, stitching front post, double crochet, alternating all the way around. I again joined to my chain 3, only I didn't chain 3 this time because we're going to be bringing in our color 2, which is white. And of course you can use any colors that you want to. We're going to bring in our white. We're going to leave our main color attached because we'll be bringing that back in. If it's too clumsy for you to leave it attached, You can go ahead and clip it and weave it in later if you want to. I like to trail my yarns up on the inside on this project. All right, so we're going to chain 1, and the chain 1 does not count as a stitch. And what we're going to do for this row is we're going to single crochet in each of those stitches. Now we're working on the striped section in the center. We're going to do a row of single crochet, then we'll do 2 rows of half double crochet in another color, and then we'll do this color again in single crochets. And that's what gives us those stripes in the center of our headband ear warmer. This is a perfect ear warmer for mom and dad sitting out watching you play football, or if you're in the marching band like my grandson. It's nice to have your ears covered because, you know, all that stuff takes place outside. And it can be cool on a fall, you know, or winter evening. All right, so we're going to stitch 1 single crochet in each of those stitches around, and then join back to our first single crochet. I completed this row of stitching 1 single crochet in each of our stitches around, and we have 60 single crochets because we're not adding any stitches or subtracting. We're going to join to our first single crochet with a slip stitch. And again, I'm not going to cut my yarn because we're going to do 2 rows of color 3 and then bring the white back in. But also, if you're more comfortable cutting your yarns and weaving those in, you certainly can. I like to do things where I trail it on the inside just to make less things I have to weave in. I'm bringing in my color 3. Snug that down and chain 1. Alrighty, so what we're going to do for row 5 is we're going to stitch a half double crochet in each of those single crochets. Alright, the half double crochet is yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3 of those loops. And so we're stitching 1 half double crochet in each of the single crochets around. And this brings in our color 3. And the placements of the colors is totally up to you. You could do the main color in blue, you could do this color in gray, and the blue in the white. It's up to you. And again, colors are up to you as well. That's why I love this simple headband ear warmer pattern, because it can be for the guys, for the girls, and whatever favorite colors or favorite team or school colors that you want. Alright, so I'm just going to head on through this and stitch 1 half double crochet in each of those single crochets around. I stitched 1 half double crochet in each of those single crochets. We're going to join to that first half double crochet and chain 1. Make sure everything's snug down in the back. And now for this row, row 6, we're just going to repeat what we did for row 5. We're going to stitch 1 half double crochet in each of the stitches around. So we're just repeating row 5. 1 half double crochet in each of the stitches, working all the way around our headband, and then we'll join back to that first half double crochet. I completed that second row of half double crochets all the way around. I joined and I went ahead and cut my yarn because we're finished with our color 2. Actually, that was our color 3. We're going to bring back in our color 2. And we're going to do, snug it down there. I wanted to show you in there. See how I trailed that yarn up? Make sure you don't pull it too snug, but also give it, you know, a little bit of leeway just to stretch, but don't leave it gaping, you know, drooping. So What we're going to do now is do another row of single crochets. So we'll stitch right in that first stitch, and in each stitch around, stitching 1 single crochet in each of the half double crochets around. Isn't that pretty how that looks? I love that effect. So I'm stitching 1 single crochet in each of the half double crochets all the way around in my color 2. I completed that row of single crochets. I joined to my first single crochet and I cut off my yarn, and the only yarn left is the gray, and so we're going to bring that up. Again, being careful not to stretch it too much, but also not to let it gape. All right. And also, when we weave these other ends in, we can go over those a little bit, and I'll show you that when we're done. All right, so now we're going to chain 3, and this chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet, so we'll go to the next single crochet and double crochet. And so what we're going to do on this row is just stitch 1 double crochet in each of those single crochets all the way around. One double crochet in each of the single crochets, working all the way around, and then join back to this chain 3. I stitched 1 double crochet in each of those single crochets around. I joined to the chain 3 and chained 3. And now what we're going to do is repeat what we did down here. We're going to stitch a front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then a double crochet in that next stitch, and repeat. Front post double crochet in the next, and double crochet in the next. And this will make it so it's stretchy on both ends of our headband and ear warmer. Help it stay on our head. We're going to stitch a front post double crochet in the next stitch, and a double crochet in the next, and repeat, working all the way around our headband. I completed that row of front post double crochet, front post double crochet all the way around, just like we did down here. I joined to my chain 3 and chained 3, and now we're just going to repeat what we just did. We're going to alternate our double crochets and our front post double crochets. And again, we'll repeat this, working all the way around our headband. And this is our last row, and then I'll show you how to weave in those ends securely. I completed that last row, and look how nice it looks. It looks a lot like this one. So we have the 2 stretchy ends, and of course it's stretchy in the middle as well. I joined to the chain 3. I'm going to cut that yarn. We're going to go in that next stitch and pull that loop to the inside so it has a nice tidy look on the front. And now we're going to open up the inside, and I want to show you how to weave these ends in neatly and securely. Now we have a couple of them where we carried our yarn, okay, and so what we're going to do, we take this longest one that's blue because it's in the center. And we're going to go over those just to make sure they don't get loose, like that. Make sure you're going through stitches. And you don't have to do it this way. It's just going to help it stay put. And remember, always go through stitches and fibers. And that will help it stay put. All right. And now these other ones, I'll just weave in. Making sure I stay within the color, because you don't want to have a stitch of white showing through on the front on your blue, or the gray on the blue, or the blue on the gray. You want to stay nice and tidy. So make sure you're weaving that in the color of yarn that you're using. All right, so I'm going to finish tidying this up, and it'll be all ready to wear. Here's the one we just made. Here's the one I made earlier. And they're super cute, super easy. They're perfect for the guys, perfect for the girls, perfect for mom and dads to wear to games and outings. And remember, you don't have to make these in your team colors or school colors. You can make them in your favorite colors. And ombres, striping yarns, whatever you want to use, they make great back-to-school headbands. When you want to keep your ears warm, you want to look cool, but you don't want to wear a hat and mess up your hair. They're also perfect for when you want to wear a ponytail or a bun. Keep your ears warm and not mess up your hair. All right, so that's our School Spirit headband and ear warmer.